You all must have heard I'm a real nerd. People say I'm a fool, but they never got the news that I'm a wild one. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel dialed, 'cause you're watching Vilemike and his real wild child. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel dialed, 'cause you're watching Vilemike and his real wild child.
Howdy, folks. This is Vilemike here, and I don't know what you're talking about, Gorilla. I don't have 33 kids. I only have about a dozen. And only 4 that I deal with, but no. The reason I hired is I had a 60-hour work week, not including drive time. And I've been working 10-hour days, including yesterday. So I haven't done anything to do this week. And how you doing, Darius? Fortunately, I have coffee. Well, I've got lots of coffee, including a sextuple espresso mocha, which I'm enjoying right now. So basically, that means it's got 6 shots of espresso. Well, I at least was on time, or at least the time that we started doing after LDG complained about starting at 9. I know it was a joke, but I thought it would be funnier to do my joke. Besides, I'm the only one on screen right now, so. Although I did see that you were doing, what show was it? Stranger Things, and I tried to join in on that one, but apparently work got in the way. Eight Ball, does Mike need another cup of coffee? Well, I've got, as I said, I got my mocha with 6 shots of espresso right here, and then I also have another cup in the waiting rings that's just regular coffee once I finish off the mocha. I'm hoping that'll wake me up, because I literally only woke up about 40 minutes ago. But yeah, interesting week this week. While I wait for anyone to join up, I'll tell a story from yesterday. I don't think I can say what client it was, but let's say it was a client that has a lit up demo display in several Walmarts. And it was my job to go in and check the display and make sure all the demo units on the display worked. And I go to one of my stores, and the demo unit on the displays, or the demo units on the display, are not working. So I have to reset the display. So I, take everything off. I open it up. I go to hit the reset button. But I noticed that the surge protector inside the unit, where all the demo units are plugged into, is not lit up. Meaning the surge protector isn't getting any power, which means nothing there is getting any power. So I traced down the cords for the display surge protector and find that it's plugged into a splitter / extension cord. Basically it's an extension cord that has 3 things at the end, so you can plug in 3 things to it. Well, I traced the extension cord down the aisleway, and I find that it's plugged into another extension cord. So I traced that one going around the aisle to the back of the aisle, and I find it also plugged into another extension cord. I traced the 3rd extension cord all the way back around to the front of the aisleway, and I find it plugged into the splitter. Yes, someone at Walmart thought they could plug in several extension cords into themselves and somehow get power. So I ended up having to fix that little thing. It was funny as all hell. I had to take pictures. I wish I could show them, but they're on my work tablet. But yeah, it was freaking hilarious that the fact that they had extension cords plugged into themselves and wondering why there was no power to the unit. So I was hoping after that story, at least someone would have joined the chat, but apparently they just want to hear. No one wants to join. Oh wait, never mind. I spoke too soon. Thank you for saving me from having to talk to myself for a while, Lihu.
You know it's okay to talk to yourself just as long as you do not involve a third party.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. That was my poor attempt at trying to be DID.
You need more coffee.
Yes, I need to drink more than the few sips I've had of this so far.
Yeah, I tried to give you a dollar tip on the Stream Elements, but it wouldn't work. I was like, get more coffee, but like, what the hell? The thing is still connected to my PayPal, and I got nothing on my PayPal. I'm like, how do I switch it to my actual account?
Uh, uh, yeah, so today's my one day off, and I'm still doing a live stream. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Hell, I'm still trying to get ready for my little trip.
Oh, and letting people know now because uh, next week is the week of Thanksgiving. I might not be able to do a live stream next Sunday because of work. We have a lot of hours right now, and I'm going to work as much as I can. That way I can get nice large paychecks, and I can put it towards I got to get new tires for the car. I got to get new brakes for the car. I got to get the new computer. So I'm going to work as much as I can. And how you doing, Captain? We're mooring all. And because of Walmart's rules when it comes to vendors on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, I might not be able to work those days. So in other words, in
And
order to get a full work week, I might have to work Sunday and Saturday that week.
if you do stream next Sunday, I will not be joining you because I don't feel like waking up that early.
Say that again.
If you do decide to stream next Sunday, I'm not going to join you because I don't feel like waking up that early.
Oh, is that when you're going to be in Hawaii?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought you were canceling that because of weather or something like that.
Oh, I did, and I rescheduled to another island because the rain is on the southern part of the state.
Ah,
Yeah, the trade winds are going south, so I'm like, okay, good. I can go to Oahu.
well, I will not be going to Hawaii like I thought for work, which it still could be in the cards. It just won't be in the month of November. Probably won't be until after Christmas because they can't afford to lose somebody who's covering as many stores as I am. Considering I am literally doing the job of two people and still getting paid for only the job of one.
Ah,
If you don't stream, I'll do a cum chat. You might want to rephrase that, Jordan. As I die in Minecraft.
yeah, you don't do cum chats. You're not in Kuroga, okay?
uh,
Remember, Bird once said on stream, I swallow cum.
um, how is Bird doing? I haven't been able to see any of his streams this week. I didn't even get notifications, so
I think he's doing okay. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him this morning.
I know he wasn't feeling well lately. So when I didn't get any notifications.
I hope it's okay.
Speaking of stuff, who's actually watched the first episode of the Vile D&D? Did you actually go and watch it or listen to it?
It's on my watch later list. I haven't got a chance to yet.
Well, I'm gonna go to the YouTube studio real quick, and I'm gonna check it out. See what. I haven't even looked at it since I posted it, other than to like one of Caddy's comments.
Cuppa bird.
Oh, so he is in the house. Yeah, I'll have to do that, Bird. Well, I'm guessing not many people have enjoyed it because it's only got 17 views, and I know at least one of that was the Vile Child. And yeah, her comment is the only comment. So here, I'm going to do this. Make sure you guys, after the live stream, go watch the video. Or at least not, you don't have to watch it. It's mostly audio. The only thing you'd have to listen to is, or the only reason you'd have to watch the screen is because I put a map on there. So you kind of understand where everyone is when we're talking about what everyone's doing. Doesn't matter if you're not into D&D. You put the video on, a bunch of teenagers are being messed with by the Vile Master.
How can you not be in D&D, man? Drugs and donuts are awesome.
Yeah, he's not into D&D where you can role play as a character. He's more into Minecraft where he can role play as a character. He doesn't like going through Dungeons and Dragons. He prefers going through dungeons and fighting the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, so it's an old-fashioned Baldur's Gate fan. Gotcha. Yeah, Baldur's Gate want to be D&D.
It's basically Legos and D&D. I mean, is there anything other than that for Minecraft?
Not really. Sims.
And how you doing, Yvette?
Bye.
The sun is setting, and she's about to start dinner. And here the sun is rising, and I'm eating breakfast. Well, coffee and donuts.
Yeah, the sun rose this morning at 6:48. Setting tonight at 4:59 p.m.
Okay, so technically the sun had already rose by the time I woke up, but still.
Bird, it's Bird's birthday.
Oh, I did not know that. Happy birthday, Bird.
Wow, 73. Wow, he's old.
Dunkin' Donuts sucks compared to our backers here. What is backers? I've never heard of backers.
Neither have I.
Besides, I don't get Dunkin' Donuts. I got 7-Eleven coffee. But
that reminds me. That reminds me. There's a McDonald's a block from my hotel. If I eat there, slap me.
Bakery?
Bakery.
Oh, bakery. I thought Backers was like... Backers sounds like it could be a coffee joint.
Yeah. Or an offshoot gambling site.
I don't know if it's still there, but there's a mom and pop coffee shop in Ramona, California that is called Packers. And no, it's not named after the football team. But it's like a husband and wife team that have owned it for like 40 some odd years. One of them owns the coffee shop. The other one owns a small bake shop. I'm not laughing at your dyslexia.
Hey, I spell phonetics with an F, okay? Like,
Oh,
teacher,
what?
teacher, how do you spell phonetic? Look at the dictionary. Okay, F, 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 F. It's not here, teach.
Yeah, I did something similar. I spelled. I tried to play it off like I meant to do it, but my 13-year-old or soon to be 13-year-old is selling tickets for a pancake breakfast at Applebee's to raise money for her choir, and her first choir concert's next week. And when she asked me if I would buy one of the tickets, I said, no, no, no. You can't ask me via text. You have to, I have to see you in person, and you have to give me your whole spiel. But I spelled it SHPEAL. So I completely butchered the spelling of spiel. And then she asked me, "What does that mean?" Or what does spiel mean or spiel mean? And I was like, "Oh, it means spiel," and I spelled it correctly, but with an accent. And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she, of course, asks that right after that, "What's a spiel?"
Ay.
So hopefully I'll be able to. Maybe I'll even try to record this her spiel to sell me something. Even though, of course, she's my daughter, I'm gonna buy one, but still,
It's like your pitch is off, kid. More enthusiastic.
spiel is a game.
Your spiel is your pitch. Dude, when are you going to come up here and go shopping?
Yeah, he's right. Spiel is a board game.
Dude, when are you going to come up here and go shopping?
When am I
I
gonna
went to
come
the,
up there and go shopping?
I went to the flea market yesterday, and there was this guy who was selling some toys. He had this 14-inch Lionel in the original box, $5. I didn't get a chance to buy it though, but still, I'm like, I could have
What
sold it for like
year?
$20 online. I don't know. I don't remember what year it was. It was a Thundercats 14-inch Lionel doll in the box.
Well, depending on the year it was made, it uh, greatly impacts what it's worth.
Uh,
I remember a few years back, there was a guy who had this massive Star Wars collection. I mean, thousands of figures, ships, comics, movies, books, and he just wanted $5,000 for the whole thing, and which I thought was a good deal. But I said I had to do a little bit of research. Let me get back to you. And I'd say about 90% of his action figures were from the 90s, and they were all unopened. So I looked them up, and I found out that even unopened, they are virtually worthless on the secondary market because everybody saved those figures because they thought they were going to be worth money someday.
like the McDonald's cups or
Yeah.
TV guides.
So he ended up selling most of the high value items on his own. The stuff from the 70s and stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, and then me and another reseller basically bought the remainder for about $2,000. We split between us, and it took me, I'd say, a good 4 or 5 years to make a dent into selling what was there. And then I just sold what was left over to another reseller to recoup the rest of my losses. Who didn't bother looking up this stuff before he did it.
Next time I go thrift shopping, I'm gonna have to let you know and take some pictures and Maybe you can help me buy some stuff.
Oh, one of the things I recently picked up that pissed me off, and it was not the figure itself that pissed me off. I got a Thundercracker from about 2012, so it's not that old, but it had the guns and it had another piece that can pop off very easily. Now, those two pieces alone, or the guns alone, I can sell for like $25. And I only picked up the figure for $2 down in Mexico. So that alone, I'm still happy about. I can still make money off of this. What pissed me off is, as I was cleaning it, the head popped off,
Oh,
and the top of the face disappeared in the storage unit. When
so
it
you got a
fell off,
missing face.
hit the floor, landed somewhere. I cannot find the damn thing. I've looked underneath everything. I swept up, and I'm pissed because now I can't find the frickin' face to this thing.
Well, why don't you pay your kids? Say, hey, remember the movie Face Off? I got a little toy here. Try to find Travolta's face.
Well, we're gonna do that. In fact, my plan was to do that yesterday. The problem is I had to work.
Ah,
That meant the whole plan for the storage unit was canceled. I'm very tentative that we're going to do something about it on next weekend, but next weekend's also the Sunday that I might have to work, as well as my 13-year-old's birthday. That's when she actually turns 13.
and
Now,
next weekend is also the JJ Memorial Remembrance stream.
a lot, very busy this week.
Yeah, we're not exactly sure who's going to be streaming or exactly when it's going to start, but there will be a tribute and memorial stream to JJ, aka Sith Lord, next weekend.
Maybe I'll try
More
to
information.
excise a bit of the old Jet Nerdy streams. That way, because I know he was on the first Star Wars stream.
Yeah, more information. Follow me, Chris Knight, Anzo, Danny, Honstar, Guinea Pig Collective. Follow these weirdos, okay? You guys can find more information about JJ's stream next week. And I was supposed to go down there to Florida, but I can't find a cheap flight. I even looked on Spirit Airlines, okay?
Fuck.
Yeah, Spirit Airlines. There's no direct flights. It's basically I'll be there at like uh, 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, what the hell? I don't want to be there at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh,
Or I can go to Miami, stay there for 6 hours, and fly to Jacksonville. Like, no, 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 no. I might just save up for the LA Comic Con.
and Darius, to go off of what you said a little bit, if you made a spieled board game version of the Glockenspiel, you could say Ich spiel ein Spiel
Ich
Glockenspiel.
spiele Schwal. Ich spiele Schwal. He knows German. He can speak German. He can read German.
I don't speak any German, despite the fact that one of my longest time friends is a German translator.
The classic song. Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. Come on, Newton. That's how I learned my first German word was Dankeschön. One of my cigarettes. Why do I hear seagulls?
Oh, because I'm streaming from the park.
Oh,
And I think they're actually crows.
never piss off a crow. If you remember faces.
Well, as of right now, because of the late time I woke up, the I went to 7-Eleven to get coffee, but their espresso machine was broke, so I had to go to another 7-Eleven. And this one's right next to right near the park, so that's why I went to the park to stream instead of going back home.
Uh, did you know that if you are nice to crows and you feed them, they'll keep the pigeons away in the area?
Say that again?
You're nice to crows and you feed them and you don't shoo them away or be mean to them, they will keep pigeons out of the area for you.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because crows recognize the spaces. It's like, okay, nice person, we're going to keep them on the area. They're feeding us. This person's feeding us. They're nice to us. Let's just be nice to this person back. That's how crows basically they recognize people's faces, and they will keep predators and annoyances out of the area.
Well, I know that crows remember stuff, but I didn't think they kept
Mhm.
pigeons away.
Yeah, the pigeons do not tend to congregate in the area of crows. You may see one or two events occasionally, but not like you do with pigeons.
Uh, I try not to be mean to crows, but I will admit that I've nearly run one over occasionally.
Meanie.
Oh, I'm sorry. If they're not going to get the fuck out of the way, they should learn to, avoid the cars.
Like deers and rabbits and raccoons and squirrels. You see me coming? Move!
Oh no, I won't run over a rabbit or a cat or something like that because uh, I don't know how much driving you do, but if you run over a cat or a rabbit, those ribs can actually their ribs can puncture your tires.
I get a new tire.
I don't want to have to get new tires. That's why I avoid those things. Squirrels, those are small enough; they just go squish. But larger things, no, they'll puncture your tires.
A car tire is cheaper than fixing an electric tire, so go for it.
Basic rule of thumb: unless if it's bigger than your hand, don't run it over.
A mosquito?
Mosquitoes, of course you can kill a fucking mosquito. If you're not killing mosquitoes, you should be put in jail.
But only the females bite.
Doesn't matter. Mosquitoes are a menace. Why don't you get your ass up here, LDG?
The vile child is not up here, so we need a teenage girl to make fun of everybody. Come on, dude.
Yeah, and right now, the vile child, along with two of her friends, are all injured because some asshole decided to hit her boyfriend's car.
I think he was going to say they're all asleep, like typical teenagers.
No. Let's see, hold on.
I haven't seen Miss Cladana send me a chat yet.
You haven't seen what in the chat?
I haven't seen Miss Cladana, your Mrs. Vile.
She's sick right now. She might not be in the chat at all.
Oh, okay. Usually I see her pop up by now. I'll tell her I said hi.
Yeah, she's gonna probably sleep in tonight or to this morning. When I
Yeah.
talked to her last
Well,
night, she had a headache, was tired. I'm not. If she doesn't get here, I'm not going to complain about it.
you're just complaining offline.
Let's see if I can do this. All right, let me.
How come nobody else has come up here yet? Gorilla.
Maybe everyone else is also tired and sleeping and kind of stuff.
I understand that not coming up because she's basically making dinner or probably joking her mom by now. I understand that. But there's no excuse for Gorilla Garber LDG, especially LDG. That storm already
Well,
passed.
Jordan said he's doing dishes.
That's a lie. He doesn't do work.
Okay, this is going to be my very bad attempt at drawing what happened for the accident.
Oh wow, you're using
Okay.
paint.
Yep, I'm using paint. Okay,
Oh
they were
my
at a
gosh.
4-way street.
Solid yellow you cannot pass. Dotted yellow you can. So it's a solid
Yeah.
yellow or dotted yellow.
Well, I'm just saying, like this. This is like each way essentially. The it was a little bit the street was obviously bigger than this.
Of course, I'm not gonna drive on a 2-inch street.
Now, let me go to a different color. There was 2 turning lanes to turn this way. Okay,
Okay.
and they were in this lane to turn that way. There was, we'll do asshole in red. This guy behind them. Now, the light had not yet turned green for them, but this guy was getting mad. So he decided to go over to here to make the same left. But while he was doing it, he hit their car and slid his car alongside their car the entire way. And when that first hit, apparently they didn't realize, or at least the Violet child didn't realize that her leg had hit the dash. And they found out a day or so later that she had actually bruised her leg bones
Tibia.
from hitting her leg against the dash. So she's actually in a brace right now. And yeah, so it wasn't like the guy just rear-ended them or anything like that. It was more of a gentle tap, but extended. Fortunately, they got the license plate number. They called the sheriff. Literally within seconds of giving them the license plate number, the sheriff looked it up and was like, "Oh yeah, I know who this is. Like he's obvious. This is someone who's definitely been in trouble before and has been known to drink and drive. Let's put it that way. So he's probably drunk when he did that." And they're going to end up suing his ass. 1, to cover the damage to their vehicle, and 2, now to cover some medical damage, medical costs, because both 2 of them have injured legs, and one of them got a little bit of whiplash.
Whiplash. Oh my gosh, he's actually up here.
I just got done with dishes a little bit ago.
That's a lie. You don't doors. You don't work. You're lazy like me. Stop lying.
You have
Well,
absolutely no idea how much I work.
well, do us a favor. Turn on your camera so we can see you in that little French maid outfit.
Hey, that's for the girlfriend's eyes only.
Well, Richie, most likely he might. We don't know for sure he can go to jail unless he admits that he was the one behind the wheel. Because unfortunately, despite the fact that they got the license plate, they couldn't actually say who was driving. So all he would have to say was if somebody else was driving, and then not
Does
say
anybody in
that.
the car?
So
Anybody in the car recognize the driver of the vehicle or the brief description? Because if the description matches the driver, it doesn't have to be exact. It's like, okay, you got an older guy with sideburns. Oh, the driver is the car is an older guy with sideburns. Boom.
I've put them
But
in touch
your
with.
laws,
I put them in touch with the law firm I used to work with, so they can get a decent attorney who can represent them. And even if they can't sue the guy personally, they can still sue the insurance company for everything to get everything covered. Now,
your
of
law's a
course,
lot different than ours then, because ours is if someone got into a wreck like that and the person took off, it's the person who owns the vehicle's fault. They're unless they can prove that someone else is driving their car at that time.
Well, we're gonna see what happens. But right now, the guy is not in jail. I do know that. But both one of the investigators I used to work with, and as I said, one of the law firms I used to work with are helping him out. So, yes, being a file clerk for a couple of law firms does help.
Well,
Even if
basically,
you're a
we'll keep
former,
them. Guilt of the law is if he left the scene of the accident, that's considered a hit and run. That's a felony.
yes. So regardless, whoever, even if he says someone else was behind the wheel, if he doesn't say who was behind the wheel, that is aiding and abetting, and that is also if it's a felony crime, it's a felony aiding and abetting. That means either way, he's going to get a felony on his record.
Yeah, if you're driving, you hit a car, and you drive away. That's called leaving the scene of an accident. Hit and run.
Yeah, well,
Same as
Minnesota, it's a
same as when he's
misdemeanor. Well, Minnesota, it's
sorry,
a
what?
misdemeanor unless you're less. Well, of course, there's injuries. The people got hurt then, did they?
Yeah, both the driver and my daughter got their legs injured when they hit the legs hit the dash.
Okay, so yep, that would be a felony in Minnesota. If they didn't get hurt, then it'd just be a misdemeanor.
Well, a hit and run in California is a felony regardless.
Yeah, and if you're driving on the road and you hit a car, you're supposed to stop and notify an insurance company and/or police. But if you drive away, that's a felony hit and run.
Yeah, if you don't, even if you're in a hurry and all you do is leave your information, you're still okay. But not leaving any information or any way of contacting you, it's a hit and run automatically.
Yeah, because if you do that and if making still call the police, they go, "Well, can't do anything because left their information here. It's legit or not legit." Yeah, they can basically notify the person like, "Hey, there's an accident reported here." Then the person go, "I didn't do anything." Then they look into the investigation. They go, "Yeah, I left them my information." Then they'll follow from that, and then boom, it's done. It's out of police's hands. But if you leave no information whatsoever, you can get arrested.
Yep. Or if you give false information, that's also a
Mm-hmm.
crime.
Yep.
So sometimes the bureaucracy is a good thing. But
This is not London. There are not cameras everywhere. Big
and
Brother's not always watching.
whether or not the guy was driving his car or not, he's going to be losing his car. Or whether or not the guy claims he wasn't driving his car, he's going to lose his car. And I'm not going to worry about that. The craziest part about it was the accident happened right near one of the Walmarts I was working at. So as soon as the accident happened, I was there within like 5 minutes.
Convenience.
And it was kind of funny when the sheriff showed up. He thought I was the guy that hit him. I was like, no, I'm hurt, Dad. I just happened to be in the area, so I came right away. Then he, where do you? Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, some smoke went down the wrong hole.
I can make so many comments to that.
Stop on the LDG, man. Smoking down the hole.
But he's like, where do you live? And I'm like, oh, I live in Mission Valley. He's like, and you beat me here? I was like, no, I just happen to be in the area. So what's new with you guys?
What's new, pussycat? Whoa.
Are you suggesting that you and Gorilla are pussies?
What?
Because I asked you
All I
guys
heard
what you
was
were up and singing the song.
all I heard was gorillas and pussies. Like what?
I said, are you suggesting that you and Gorillas are pussies?
Hey, a puss is a very strong muscle. Respect it.
So back to the question. Anything new with you guys?
No.
I'm going on the singles cruise.
I'm think I'm thinking of trying some new things with my channel and that expanding.
Well, I'm sorry. I have to go back to the singles cruise. Why are you going on a singles cruise?
Because I'm single and it's a sunset singles dinner cruise.
Is it one night or is it like how long is
It's
it?
one. It's one night. It's a 3 hour cruise.
That,
Hey, just don't end up like the castaways there. That's the longest 3 hour cruise of their life.
I'm not going on a 3 hour tour. I'm going on a 3 hour
I'd
cruise,
also be
man.
concerned about how many of those singles are. What's the male female ratio?
50-50. They ask you different questionnaires like what you're a man or woman, you're or women. So yeah, it's a 50-50 ratio. They booked me on there for a Saturday night instead of Friday night.
Well, I will tell you about one of the cruises I went on. Was I feel old saying this 25 years ago. Uh, a friend of the family ran a Girl Scout troop, and this was basically all the Girl Scouts were aging out of the program. So this cruise was the last hurrah for a lot of these girls because they were either turning 17 or 18, and I was at the time I'd say around 13 ish. But in order to qualify for one of the discounts offered by Carnival Cruise Lines at the time, they literally needed 3 more people to join the cruise. So the girl that ran the programs asked my mom and me and my brother if we would want to go. And of course, my mom was like, basically a free cruise? Sure, we'll go. And we went ahead and joined up. And I want you to understand, this is a Carnival cruise ship. The cruise ship itself had about 3,000 guests on board at the time. Now, about 90% of the people on this cruise ship were teenaged girls between the ages of 12 to 18.
And you're a 13-year-old boy on a cruise ship. Oh boy.
When we found out, or when we actually went to there was a meet and greet party the first night thrown by the ship. There was 3 boys aged 12 to 18 on the entire cruise ship of well over 2,000 teenage girls.
Lucky you.
Let's just say I had a very exhaustive week.
Yeah, lucky you. Shit, I need to scream.
It was yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go on a cruise, but I'm like, yeah, it's cheaper just fly and stay there than wait to go on a cruise.
So, Jordan, have you ever been on a cruise?
No.
Have
It's
you
a
ever been on a
hotel on
boat?
water.
What?
I said, have you ever been on a boat?
Yeah, we got lakes all over the place. I go
Okay.
fishing all the time.
No, it was definitely not that, Bird.
Yeah, a cruise ship is basically a hotel on water that you cannot leave.
Well, we
That's
did
the best
make
way
a
to
couple of
describe a
stops.
cruise ship.
We stopped for I think a day or two at Catalina, and we also made a stop in Mexicali down in Mexico.
I love Catalina Island, although Avalon's gotten penalized.
Yeah, Avalon is a little bit more crowded and a little bit more touristy. I go to the what is it, Two Harbors or whatever it's called, the other city.
It's been a while since I've been down there. Yeah, that's why I was checking when I was checking my hotels. I'm like, I do not want to stay in Honolulu because that's too expensive. And Waikiki was a lot cheaper. And
Yeah, it's
plus
called Two
parachute.
Harbors.
Ah,
And although I will say one of the funniest things I've ever heard about Catalina Island, Avalon City, or Avalon Town, or
shut
whatever it
up.
is.
Shut up, Mike. Somebody came on.
All right.
Hello world, it's Birdo Pray 5, Kapla.
Couple bird. You don't have to say that, Mike. I tell you to shut
Well,
up.
I'm gonna finish my story, then we'll talk more in a sec. If you've ever been to Avalon on Catalina Island, they have 3rd Street. Now, a lot of towns in the world have a 3rd Street. The funniest
This is
thing
like
about
6th Street in
Avalon's
Houston.
3rd Street is they don't have a 1st, 2nd, or 4th Street, and 3rd Street is the second one away from the ocean.
Yeah, like here, First Street is about 5 blocks away from the water here.
But now that I finished that, even though it was not funny, how you doing, Bird?
Yeah, so, thank you.
Feeling any better? The last time I talked to you, you said you weren't feeling good.
You know, I wasn't. Then I started feeling good again for like a week. I had one good week. And then I went back to crap.
Ooh.
Son of a bitch. I had hoped it would, extend through my birthday, at least. But, oh well.
Are you at least having birthday cake?
I don't know. Not really. I'm not planning on it. I'm not feeling great.
You're not feeling that well then.
Sisso Prey is not feeling great, so we were thinking we'd hold the celebration off probably till next week.
No, and I'm still subscribed, Bird. I'm just not getting any notifications.
Well, I mean,
It's the bell rang.
I stream
I got the bell.
Mondays and Fridays for Bed Life, Sundays and Wednesdays Sundays for Twilight Zone, Wednesdays for Enterprise, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I've been taken off. But
Did you stream yesterday about when you were playing poker?
oh, okay. And I also stream on the Birdo Pray 5X channel from time to time, which like yesterday I streamed on the X channel, and earlier in the week I ranted about the lottery on the X channel.
Yeah, I remember that rant.
Hey, Bird, I got
Thank you,
something here
Rose.
for you. Go ahead.
Happy birthday, Birdo Play 5.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, I thought he was going to actually start singing.
Either way.
Okay?
That's why I muted myself so I can. Jordan,
Ugh.
give him $5 and make him sing.
I don't have $5.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I forgot he's a kid. Give him $1.
Sisso Prey told Charlie to wish me a happy birthday, but instead he just came to the camera and said, "Count to 10." Because all I do is I count down from 10 like a rocket goes up or something, and he loves it. So like he just said, again, and after like the 5th or 6th time, it's like, Sisso Prey's like, okay, I think that's enough for now, Charlie.
Well, Richie says your lottery rant was an epic Bird rant.
Oh, it was epic. I'll be
Now,
honest.
what were you complaining about?
Yeah.
Because I missed it, obviously. So what was it about? What were you complaining about?
Everything. I complained about everything. Vile.
Basically, he wants to recap on your lottery rant.
From the fact that the lottery numbers, the Powerball numbers got delayed a day. We didn't know how long they were going to be delayed. But how do you not call the lottery? In my entire life, I don't ever recall the lottery numbers being delayed. They put some woman up who was standing in front of the ball machines and just said, well, we can't do them tonight because of a security issue. We'll be back. Watch our website. Bye. And I was flabbergasted. So then I started bitching, and I tied it into the size of toilet paper, how it's gotten smaller through the years. to Entenmann's cakes, to doctors, to COVID, to everything. Elections, obviously. And it all came out.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look at that one now.
Yeah, is that one
It's
in
on
your history? I might have to go back to watch that one.
yeah, it's on Birdo Prey 5X. It's the
I do
latest
not
video
think
on,
I'm subscribed to that
or
one.
second to latest. But
Put
I
your
also
Bird
put
Pride
it.
5X in the link.
I also put it. If you, I don't know. See, like on my channel, I use playlists a lot, so I have it also on the Birdo Prey 5 channel in a couple of playlists. Like I have a playlist that's rants and reviews, so I've got it listed in there.
Bird, can you put your Bird Pride 5X link in the chat so people can follow and subscribe to that one?
Sure, I
So
can.
basically, it's a generic Bird Pride 5. So.
did a search on YouTube for Birdo Prey 5X, and it does not show up, but your normal channel does.
Yeah, that's why I asked, can you put the link in the chat, please? I just did that myself, and okay, Mike just said it. Never mind. Otherwise, I never checked my numbers.
I mean, the other way you can always remember to get there is birdoprey5.com has a link to everything, but that's the direct link to Birdo Prey 5X.
Both looks like Richie and Captain Track or Captain Fandom Nerd put the link to the actual rant in the channel.
Okay. Thank you.
Holy crap! You went on for 30-minute rant.
Oh yeah.
Wow, one number in the Supermodel Plus. That's it. Damn.
All right, Bird, do I have permission, because I haven't watched it yet, to cut that up and post parts of it to YouTube and
Anywhere you want. Sure. You have permission.
Yeah, whatever you want, man. Give Bird a little donation first.
No, he doesn't need to give a donation.
If I had the money,
Okay,
I would. Right now, I am flat broke because I gotta save money for getting the car fixed. I mean, it's still running. I'm talking about I gotta get tires and brakes.
Oh, who needs brakes?
please. I live in San Francisco. I don't need brakes in these hills. Cars will stop me.
Well, I do need tires because one of the
Brakes are a
tires
luxury.
actually has a nail in it.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, you don't need brakes. The car in front of you will stop you.
Exactly.
I'd rather not cause more damage to my vehicle. God, even the car I'm driving is 10 years old now.
As long as you got a good pair of sneakers, you can
I don't even
bring
have
your
that right
vehicle.
now. I literally, the only pair of shoes I'm wearing for work has a hole in them, which pisses off Mrs. Vile because she's like, just get a new pair of shoes. And I'm like, nah, I'll do it later.
Okay, well then you might need brakes.
Just stick your foot out the door and slow down that way. Yabba dabba doo. What's funny is I have a yes, there's a hole in my boot. I have a replacement pair of sneakers, but the problem is they're at the storage unit, and I don't know where I freaking put them. That's one of the reasons I don't want to go out and buy a pair of shoes, is because I know I have a spare. I just can't find them.
So you're like missing like 3 things out of your storage unit. Why don't you just tear the whole thing apart and then you reorganize it as you're putting everything back together?
Jordan, that was the plan for yesterday. They're raising the rent on my storage unit, so I'm downsizing to a smaller unit. And the whole plan for yesterday was to go through the storage unit, take pictures of a bunch of stuff that I've been lazy about and not putting on the store. Give some of the stuff to the Vile child now that she's 18 and soon to be moving out of her mom's house so she can have that stuff. Giving the younger kids some stuff, especially clothes, because they need clothes right now. And I got a whole bunch of clothes from when the Vile child was younger. Taking some stuff down to Mexico for Mrs. Vile. And that way I can turn, because originally the storage unit was meant for the store. It wasn't meant for my own crap. Now, and how you doing, Grandpa?
Oh, good. Just got done doing some talking with my wife about house projects.
So that way I can actually turn the storage unit back into just for the store, because the store is what pays for the storage unit. I try not to pay for it out of my own pocket, except for the 1 week in the summer or 1 month in the summer where I didn't make enough to actually pay my storage bill. No, well, if you want to buy that unit, Cinnabon, that's fine. It's going to be empty by the time I get through with it.
Is he talking about? Oh, is he talking about you not making the 90 days worth of payments and then it's automatically allowed to be auctioned?
This is going to Storage Wars, guys.
Yeah, but no, it's not going to happen because by the I'm up to date on my payments. I'm just for the month of November, they're going to raise the rent, or they're raising the rent $50, and I'm not going to pay. I'm going to downsize to half the size and pay half the rent.
Too bad you don't live here. They can't legally do that to you.
What do you mean?
Well, if a storage unit tries to raise your monthly rent, and you cannot prove that you're low income, use the actual storage, not the actual housing unit, you're low income, they cannot legally raise your rent. They can raise everybody else's because you're not technically low income. Because if you're low income, it means you live in a studio, or you can afford a studio or SRO or some other place, which means you cannot store your own personal property like everybody else can in their apartments. Because it's the cost of living here in the city. It's a little thing for low income. You have to make so much money to qualify for low income.
Well, unfortunately, despite the fact that I'm always poor and broke, I don't technically qualify as low income.
You do not get government subsidies, so you are not low income.
I know. That's why I'm saying I don't qualify. And it doesn't help that I also have my storage unit in Texas that I got to pay for. And granted, they also raise the rent, but they only raise the rent $5, not $50. So
holy shit, they raised it $50 a month?
Yeah, the one in California raised it $50 a month.
Holy shit.
It went from,
they weren't even nice enough to use lube on you.
It went from $159 a month to $209 a month.
Jesus Christ, how big of a storage unit is that?
Yeah, the one in Texas, which is a 5x10, which is half the size, but still. That one is went from $34 a month to $39 a month.
Yeah, our storage units around here are $19.99 a month.
Thankfully, I haven't needed a storage unit in a while because the last one I had, they raised the fucking rates on it. And I'm talking, they raised it like Mike here, they raised it on me like $40. And I'm like, no. I was like, all right, I'll have my shit out in a couple of days. When I
have enough stuff for storage.
Well, the reason
I had to take. So sorry, I took everything. Oh, sorry. I took everything out of the fucking storage and basically spent an entire weekend in hell putting shit in the attic. And I'll tell you what, one thing I loved when I had to pull everything down when we moved in South Carolina, I was fucking dead to the world. And I was like, I fucking hate this. When we moved up here and we saw how the barn was completely set up from the inside, just not even with pictures, are like, I'm never going to need an attic again.
Free storage unit on site.
Dude, that thing is not just a storage unit. We're talking multi-purpose workshop group.
I remember the outside picture.
Yeah. So, like my wife, for example, she's got in the one small section, she's got like that's where she parks her van because when the wintertime hits, at least one vehicle stays in, and it gets covered up. So we got one side where we have one purpose, and then we have another side, just the real big area that is mostly storage, but it's also got a huge workbench and other kind of stuff. We haven't really done anything but storage stuff in there, but hey, hey, I'm sorry, this is it's 1,800 square feet of free storage, man, that I've got on my property. So I got a storage unit bigger than my last house.
Sorry, my earplug keeps on popping out of my ear for some reason.
As I was saying, though, the only reason I got the storage unit in Texas is because after my dad died, I couldn't afford to move everything to California. Plus, as we've talked about, some of the items are illegal to take to California.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah, pow, pow, bang, bang.
California. I would not be surprised if there was illegal contraband by your state standards.
Bang, bang, pow, pows.
Well, no, it's technically not my state per se. It's it's a federal crime to carry some of those things across state lines.
Yeah, basically, bang, bang, pow, pow. What you can legally have in your bedroom right now, dude.
No, but you could.
What you actually have in your bedroom.
You can get permission to travel it across state lines since you inherited it.
Yeah, you can, but you have to jump through hoops, and I had to get back to California for work after my dad died.
Yeah, it takes about 7 months for that. Yeah, he cannot get. Yeah, see, that's the other thing, Jesse. Yeah, he cannot have that across state lines, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You can
yes,
have that.
Yes, folks. And yes, folks, this is in my room. No, it is not locked. Yes, I have children. They know how to use these things because I taught my kids. And I still
yes, because it is legal where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, MB?
Yeah.
I'm not against guns per se. I'm against irresponsible uses of guns.
We can agree. We can 100% agree on that.
I agree with you guys as well.
An example. No, Mike. My son the other day, he was just wanting to talk about these, and he's learned. He still has it memorized. He picks it up.
It's like
he knows the check. It does not matter.
Check the chamber.
It doesn't matter if there's not a magazine in there. You fucking check the chamber.
Check.
He knows that.
And you hold it by the barrel. Yeah.
I hammered that.
You hold it by the barrel like you are. Yeah, look, you're holding it by the barrel like you are. You don't hold it by the handle. You hold it by the like what you're doing right now.
But let me put it to you this way, MB. Some of the weapons in my storage unit were made illegal to own under Reagan. So
are we talking about the 86 automatic weapons ban?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So let's put it this way. There are some how do I put this? Jewish made weapons in there that were not allowed under Reagan.
Wow, I know what kind of gun that is.
So
damn.
I
want for it.
They're not for sale because my dad actually picked them up from a Mossad person in South Africa.
Do not sell it for less than $2,500.
Can't you? I have a question for you, Mike. Why don't you? Are you considering if you want to keep them, why not make them non-functionable?
Right now, they are non-functionable. Either their firing pins were removed or they were soldered in order to not be functional. But again, all you need is a working firing pin or a soldering gun to unsolder it, and it will be perfectly functionable. But again, you'd have to take it.
Sure. You can walk into Joe's hardware shop in California and just say, "Hey, I need a new firing pin."
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You can order. You can go to a gun shop to get firing pins.
So, yeah, that's assuming. Yeah, but how many gun shops are really in California?
I
Well,
have
I mean, there
one
are no
right
more
down
in
the
San
street
Francisco.
from me.
Ugh, I'm shocked.
Yeah, there are
And
there are gun shops here, but certain cities do not have them. Like San Francisco no longer have any kind of gun shops.
Yeah, I know that.
yeah, but I'm in San Diego, Elihu. We have plenty of gun
Yeah, you have
shops.
like 8, 9 within a 10-minute walk from your house. Wait, I'm sorry, you're not in Texas.
Hey, just because the only requirement for a gun in Texas is exact change doesn't mean anything.
Dude, the only thing that good ever come out of Texas is I-10 East and West.
Yes, we know it's a very funny joke. As true as it
I'm not
is,
familiar.
you've said it so many times, you've
I know.
ruined the humor out of it now.
Yeah.
And here, I'll share this screen real quick. I actually drive past this store every time I have to go to one of my Walmarts.
Somebody is a
Son-
and somebody's a dong. Somebody's playing
when
with a ding dong backstage. Hey, there
yeah,
she
when
is.
my
Mrs.
yeah,
Vile
my
is
son's
here.
been asking for spring to go out to the range in Terre Haute, and we haven't gotten to go. So actually, the rifle I showed you guys. Eventually, I'm going to be taking those, and actually, there's a gun show coming up here. I might go try and see if anybody's interested in buying them.
You know, when I was in Vegas, there was a indoor shooting range across the street from the hotel. It was like $75 to get a gun and shoot. I'm like, yeah, I don't like doing that.
Well, by the way, I want to dispel something. This whole gun show loophole thing. I love how they never have any details because it's almost 99.9% bullshit.
I'd say it's more like 70% bullshit because I've been to them, and even here in California, as long as it's not a rifle, you can pretty much buy it outright without any paperwork. It's really ridiculous.
Unless
I've
you're trying
been
to get a
every gun
Walmart,
show,
because
every
Walmart's
gun
not
show
selling
I've
them.
ever gone to, I've never seen anything like that. You
Yeah,
still have to
basically, there was a
do
loophole.
paperwork for transfer of ownership.
But
So basically,
sorry,
the loophole
hold
was
on,
you can buy a rifle,
hold
go to your
on.
car, come back in, buy ammunition, go back.
I do want to say Mrs. Vile's in the house, and I want to ask her how she's feeling because, as I said, last night she didn't say, or she said she wasn't feeling good. So hopefully she's still listening, and she can put in the chat at least how she's feeling because I haven't called her this morning.
Hola, Miss Cardenas. Sorry, hola, señorita Cardenas.
All right.
Lo siento, she's not feeling good.
And how you doing, LDG? In what is that?
I don't know what that.
Beard
I don't know
face?
what that filter is.
It's called the pimp filter.
Good evening.
Can't you tell by the hat?
No.
This is my pimp, aka CCDV filter.
Well, she's saying she feels better than she did yesterday, so that's good.
Oh, good to hear.
Let's see. Hold on. I want to get a closer look. Okay.
Why? Why would you want to get a close look at him?
You look like a cross
place is
between
covered.
Willy Wonka and the Monopoly Man.
Oh man, that's a good. Oh,
That's
Matches the
a
shit,
good
too. I like
one.
that.
damn bird.
I like that.
Oh
Now you got to
man,
get a monocle. Now you got to get a monocle for that.
It's funny.
the
That's
Monopoly
one of my
Man does not
teeth.
wear a
It adds
monocle.
teeth.
The Monopoly
It's a
Man
neat
does
stuff
not wear a,
gorilla.
a monocle, by the way.
Shut up. Lies. Fake news.
The Monopoly Man does not wear a monocle.
Have any of you guys watched Stargirl?
No.
Yes,
Never even heard of it.
yes, I have. I watched last episode. Are you saying he's looking like the gambler? The gambler?
Yes, I was going to say it looks like the gambler.
He actually does. Yeah.
No, actually, the thing I'm watching right now is my son has been begging me about getting the server back up and running. to watch Doctor Who, and I was like, AJ, let me go check and see where it is because I hadn't thought about it, and because he didn't know if it was on any streaming, and then I got on there and I was like, oh, this is on fucking HBO Max. Okay, I have HBO Max through my Hulu, so I'm trying. I go to Hulu. I'm like, I can't find shit, and then I was like, something dawned on me. I was like, what do you want to bet I got to log directly into? Because I hadn't done this. I hadn't had a reason to. I was like, what do you want to bet I got to log directly into HBO Max and select my provider as Hulu? Go and do that. Boom. There it was. So my son's back to watching Doctor Who. I'm actually watching the 13th Doctor. I'm about halfway through her first season.
Is it as bad as in your opinion?
In my opinion? Okay. Do you really want to hear my honest opinion? I'm dead serious.
Give me a condensed version. We don't need a rant.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a rant. I honestly don't understand what everybody's problem was so far.
Oh, okay.
There are things in there that I'm like, okay, I get the little woke shit here and there, but I'm just not seeing it overly dominate. I actually like these companions. I actually
Wait till you get to Kablam.
Huh?
Wait till you get to Kablam. That's when it all went downhill.
I actually so far like the companions. I've enjoyed the stories overall. I know the one with the spider one, everybody was trying to say that was all about Trump. I'm sorry, but I looked at that and I'm like, yeah, that seems like a typical liberal running a corporation acting like an ass. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing what you guys are. I'm simply this. I'm just watching it now. I'm just not seeing what everybody else saw. And you know what? I don't care.
That means you're actually enjoying something. When you watch something, you actually analyze, like, oh wait, is this political or is this gender? Is this no? When you actually watch a show and enjoying a show, you're not paying attention to other shit. When you analyze something, that's when you're not enjoying a TV show.
No, you're not supposed to. Really, I'm sorry, but analyzing something should come after you've seen the episode a few times.
Exactly. It's like all of a sudden you watching something and I see, oh shit, James Woods is in this. Nope, I'm not watching this. Like, okay, I don't like James Woods, but he's one hell of an actor. Is his character worth it? Is his character good? Is his character bad? If it's good, I'll watch it. If it's bad, then I'll rant on it. Not because of James Woods, because of the character in the movie.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. And I don't know. Based on I really liked Peter Capaldi. I very much did.
I did as well.
I actually like Jodie Whittaker's he had a more serious, kind of a more dark humor tone. Hers is more lighthearted and just kind of, I'm not going to say bubbly. She's just kind of fun. She really does not.
Capaldi's a stoner.
Well, she feels different from, she kind of feels very different from Peter Capaldi. And I'm like, isn't that what a doctor's supposed to do? Change up the personality, but still retain the core of the doctor? I'm seeing that. I think she is retaining it. I really do. I don't have a rant about this right now. I don't like everything about it, but I never liked everything about any goddamn show.
Yeah.
People complain when she had go, oh, I'm so brilliant. Really? Every doctor has said that incarnation of that line. Oh, brilliant me, or I'm so smart. Yeah, every doctor has said that. Stop raving because Jodie said that.
What about the fact that she also admits when she's like, I'm an idiot, I should have saw this. Another thing doctors say.
Tennant said that.
Well, I haven't seen any of the Jodie Whittaker stuff, but I'm hoping that I'll have more of an attitude like you regarding the show right now, NB, than some of the other stuff. But
I have no skin in. My simple fact is, I have no skin in this game. I am not a Whovian. I am not a Whovian. I enjoy it. I enjoy Doctor Who. I've seen every incarnation of the Doctor so far, and I don't know. I just enjoy the show for what it is. I don't really dig too deep into it. It's not like Star Trek and Star Wars for me. I don't dig into it that deep.
Well, what's funny is I've been fairly honest when it comes to my opinions when it comes to stuff like Star Wars or Star Trek. And like right now, the Star Trek show that I don't enjoy the most right now is freaking Strange New Worlds because I find it boring. And yet that's the one that everyone seems to enjoy. And maybe it's just me, but I would say Discovery season 4 was better than freaking Strange New Worlds season
Okay,
1.
that's just crazy.
I watched that first season of Strange New Worlds, and I'm like, this would actually be decent if I didn't have to deal with the fact they're trying to say this is all in the main timeline. And that's my only issue. Other than that, I thought this was the better of all of them. That's not saying much. It's really not for me. Listen, I'm going to
Hey,
be
at least
honest.
Pike got rid of the holographic communications, okay?
I'm going to be honest here. At this point, I've kind of said this. This is where I'm going. I've kept my mouth shut a lot. But I did say that. I've been saying this more. I'm actually at the point in all the geek culture wars right now. I really just don't care. Star Trek, I have not seen Star Trek since 2005 that I like. I've got 720 plus episodes to watch across, so many series and all those movies. I really don't have anything to bitch about. As far as Star Wars, I fucking hate the sequels. Boba Fett was not really that good for me, but I'm not a Boba Fett fan. Never have been. Mandalorian, I very much like, and I am actually enjoying Andor quite a bit. Because I actually finally got my head out of my ass on one area when I saw where it's like somebody was telling me when like, oh, you live. So like when there was that article that popped up, it's like, oh yeah, this is about battling Trump and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait a minute. Why am I allowing this person who's an actor on this movie or something to dictate to me what what the show is going to be about? When did I let myself get there? I'm like, I used to be the one to watch a show and tell you why I liked it or disliked it based on my opinion, not letting somebody else influence me. And I was like, how the hell did I let that happen?
Well, with me I'm like in Star Trek Prodigy because it's getting my kid into Star Trek there. Lord, that's a fun memory show. I think Strange New Worlds is just getting back on the right track to where we used to be there. Not fully, but I'm thinking Kurtzman's starting to get Roddenberried when he got in TNG season 2 and 3.
I was actually... I didn't watch all of Strange New Worlds. I did watch I think about a quarter of it, and then I did catch the final, and I was like, this could have been good, but I just was like, you did your final and you compared it to Best of Both Worlds, and it was like, but all you did was do a what if on Balance of Terror, and I'm sorry. I didn't think it was, executed as well as it could have been. I will say I thought the guy they got to play Captain Kirk for the Farragut, I was like, I'm actually thinking this guy has potential.
Oh, he just reminded me of a young Jim Carrey with a big old jaw. I didn't like that guy.
Well, he's also playing Kirk next season. I didn't get him just for the one.
Sorry.
I have a Strange New World.
Sorry, Shatner's my Kirk.
Right now,
of course, Shatner's our Kirk.
Yeah, fuck Pine, fuck the new guy. Shatner's my Kirk.
When it comes to Andor, I don't know. Again, a lot of people are enjoying it, and I'm not going to discount them for doing so, but I'm just finding the show so incredibly boring.
I can probably explain why.
I watched the first 6 episodes because people were like, the show is great. Yeah, when they finally do the heist in episode 6, I was happy, but even the heist went in a way that I'm like, this is incredibly stupid. This
have not got past episode 1.
The heist should have failed if one person didn't agree with one of the Imperials didn't start loading the train or whatever, the shuttle, and decided to fight back. The whole thing was stupid. It was ill-planned, despite the fact that you had 5 episodes of technically only 2 episodes of build-up, but still. And the whole the chase scene at the end where it's got all the meteorites, all the rainbow colors and everything, and I'm like, to me, 2 TIE fighters follow them in. That's it.
Yeah, that's the standard X. That's all that. That's all that follow Darth Vader in.
But no, there was a whole squadron involved in that. It was just only 2 wingmen were on Vader because that's all that could fit in the trench. That kind of makes a little bit of sense.
No. I was talking about on the Tidarian shuttle in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you're talking about. But I'm just saying.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Well, that's my fault. I didn't clarify. Here's why I like it.
Hold on, let me just finish real quick.
Sure thing. Sorry, bud.
To me, it was like having an M80, and I'm sure everyone here knows what an M80 is, right?
Yes, I do.
M80 with a 6-foot fuse. You light it. You're watching that fuse go down, and when it finally gets to the end, all you hear is a freaking pop.
See, there are things I like about it. A lot of the things I like about it is because I was a computer guy, but I spent the majority of my Air Force career working in conjunction with the intelligence agencies. Or, everything I did was pretty much computers for an intel people, whether they be civilians or anything like that. And I don't know. There's so much about this that talks about, the different factions and stuff. And I was in so many meetings about all the different factions in Afghanistan and how things are. And I was like, I don't know. This show relates to me based on my experience. And that's probably why it's more engaging for me. Well, because there's a lot about it I understand.
Well, what's funny to me is, you know how a lot of people were complaining about, politics being injected into, Star Trek or Star Wars and how bad that is.
It's always been political.
Literally half this freaking show is politics.
No shit.
So
Star Trek has always been political. Come on.
I'm saying it's the same people that were complaining about it are praising Andor, and it's the same problem. I mean,
no, it's not the same problem. I completely disagree.
You literally have a bleeding heart liberal trying to, raise money for, she's using it for the rebellion as well, but she's also trying to use that money to reach out for the poor, all that kind of stuff. And
yeah, but that's a front.
Yes, but she's also still trying to do it.
And
so what I'm just saying is it's the same freaking thing.
Yes,
and you're talking about a liberal bleeding heart trying to use this within the system, trying to fight the fascist, right-wing people. How are they not seeing this and not complaining about it?
Mike, can you please do me a favor and not associate right-wing with this? Because I'm sorry, man, as a right-winger, no, the Empire is not right-wing. Not even close. Never has been.
The Republic is right-wing. The Empire is left-wing. Salty even made a very stout argument that the Empire is the good guys and everything's all hunky-dory until the rebels decided to do that attack, and that's when they had trouble. That's when they issued martial law, because everyone was peaceful, everyone was quiet. You only had a few little riffraffs every now and then. But when the rebels attacked, that's when martial law was enacted, because if you have a country that's going to attack somebody, yeah, that country's going to go on lockdown trying to find out who exactly the bad guys. Exactly what the Empire did when the rebels attacked.
And that was the intent. Like he said, the intent, and that was the dynamic though between Mon Mothma and what's his name. She wants this to go.
If Forrest did not do that attack, the Empire would have been continuous. It would have been a peaceful universe. The damn Forrest.
No. Yeah, but I mean, the whole thing was, in the end, it's like, if you're going to do this, you got to get your hands dirty. Yes, I understand you're going to use the term right. I know it says right wing in those. You got to also remember the European version of right and left is different from the American version. It just is. We don't have the same views. Because everything I've seen of these totality, because everything I know.
I'm having issues. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to get political here. I don't like being being associated with this shit, just because the definition says right wing.
Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen like the graph when it comes to have you ever seen the graph when it comes to like your political alignment?
Yes, I've done that, and my political alignment always falls American conservative, or not. I always fall to really in the far right category of a lot of things. But I've taken very detailed tests on that stuff to where it wasn't all just yes or no questions, plain as day. You actually had other options, because there was actually sections in there where it said, what's your opinion on, like, for example, I'll never forget, it said, what was your opinion on stem cell research? I'm like, I have no, it actually gave me the option. I have no opinion. I knew nothing about it. I'd only heard of it, but I didn't research it, so I had no opinion. So I'm just saying, I don't like that. It just drives me nuts. I mean, nobody ever calls the governments over in Europe left wing or far left. That's pretty much mostly an American thing we have here, it seems.
Sorry, I just wanted to show the one off to the right, but it's showing it. Yeah, fascist would be the upper right corner.
I can't see that even with my glasses on, bud.
I'll see if I can make it bigger. Hold on.
Why do you go to Wikipedia?
Yeah, Wikipedia, that exactly is. Yeah, right there. Why are you going to Wikipedia?
Doesn't matter where you find the chart; it's still valid.
Wikipedia.
And some places go from
Wikipedia.
And it even tells you sometimes it'll tell you the post has been edited, sometimes it won't.
Yeah, I don't trust Wikipedia for stuff like this.
MKG, get with me in, and I will take you up on that offer, buddy. Absolutely.
It's a common chart. It doesn't matter where it's at.
Well, I just got quiet.
What are you debating?
No, I'm just showing the chart and basically saying, if you're looking on this chart, upper right would be fascist.
No.
I'm not upper right.
Center.
I'm just straight.
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying the empire is. And unfortunately, regardless of how you look at it, they are on the right side, as in the right wing.
The correct side.
Well, we all know that from Kuroga's experience, they like the dictators. That's authoritarian and, well, with slave labor, economic right.
Okay,
it's not slave labor in Kuroga. Dude, it's not slave. It's not slave labor in Kuroga. It's involuntarily labor for children. Okay.
Not involuntary.
What's funny about this chart, Captain MKG, is I fall just a little bit to the right and more libertarian. But at that point, I'm still considered a far left extremist by some people.
I took this test. I got a perfect bullseye, dead center. My sister couldn't believe it. She claimed I lied, but I didn't.
She did. Hey, check this out.
But I would consider myself more. I like to think of myself left and center, but the problem is the left in the United States is still a right ideology as far as the rest of the world's concerned.
Check this out. I think
that's what I was getting at.
I think MD Geek will get a trip out of this. Check this out. Can you share my screen? Do you recognize this?
Dude, I do, but I'm like drawing a fucking blank. It's like a Jeopardy question you should know.
Miami Vice?
No. Magnum PI.
There we go. That's what
I
it
never
is.
watched Magnum PI. Sorry.
Okay.
That's-
Look
well,
at
I
that
get to-
beautiful car. Look at that
I know, I
beautiful car.
I get to take a picture in front of the actual car from the show, in front of a green screen, and I get to ride a replica TC helicopter.
Nice.
Doors off.
Well, I hope you enjoy
Especially
it.
get a kick out of that, man.
I don't find that car all that beautiful. I find that car a tuna can for someone my size.
It's South's car that he used in the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm 300 pounds and 6'2", or almost 300 pounds and 6'2". That car does not fit me. I was at a car show in El Cajon a few years back, and this guy had a late 70s or early 80s Stingray. I can't remember what year it actually was. And he was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead and get inside." So I got inside, and it took 2 guys to help me get out.
Did you ask for butter?
No, but we used Pam. That was all that we had on hand.
Oh, okay. Poor Pam. I wonder what Jim thought. Sorry, it's an office joke.
Yeah, I like Corvettes and how they look, but God, those things are freaking tiny inside.
I know.
Oh,
I
it's
just
a
can't wait.
beautiful car. I wouldn't buy it, but it's still a beautiful car.
No.
So, hey, I'm going to share my screen real quick, Mike. So this is what the projects my wife and I are working on because, well, like I said, when we bought this house, it has a lot of fucking issues that we knew we were going to have projects. But we've been finding a lot of do-it-yourself stuff. And this is one of the ones. My wife is working on her bathroom, or the family bathroom, and then our bathroom is next. Or I'm about to start working on it as soon as I get it. But she found this really cool shit called peel and stick tile.
I've heard of that.
They have it.
Yeah, so check this out. Yeah, but seriously. So check this out. I'll show you. Here we go. Share.
What kind of pattern did she get?
What's that?
Oh, well, you can show the video.
Yeah, you're gonna see.
What kind of pattern did she get?
So
Okay.
Look right here. You see that ugly ass blue up there?
That looks turquoise. See, like
I
green.
don't agree. It's ugly ass blue, but I see it.
It's ugly.
I don't see blue. I see a light green. I see a light green.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, anyway, it's ugly as hell. So where that border is right there, that it's eventually going to get changed out. My wife painted all this down here, great. But what she's doing up here is putting all the peel and stick. So let me show you just real quick what it looks like. So we're not just painting and that being the end of it. So my wife found this really great stuff. So check that out.
Nice.
Getting working on it now. But damn, it looks so nice. And by the way,
Mrs. Vile, I hope you're watching this because I'd love to do this to the bathroom down there.
Sticker shit. This is actually textured. So, yeah. Improvise it when you got to improvise. All right.
Nice.
Mike, if you want, I'll send you the link on Amazon.
I'll have to wait till the roommates get back. They're out. They're gone until after Christmas, visiting family for the holidays. And but it's my roommate that has the Amazon account.
Just remind me, bud. I'll send you the link.
But yeah, the bathroom at Mrs. Vile's place is really bad, and I'd love to do something like that to it. And that's one of the reasons I want to take certain things down there from the storage unit, including tools and stuff, so I can do some repair work on the house.
So a box, you get a box of 100. It covers about 12.1 square feet.
So probably for the bathroom, they've got, I'd probably only need about 2 boxes to actually do the 2 walls that primarily, outside of the showering area.
Oh, by the way, they are very easy to cut. All you need is an X-Acto knife or, a box cutter. Either one. You know what I'm talking about.
Or scissors.
Don't use scissors, you dumb son of a bitch.
I actually have my old, my grandfather's old drafting X-Acto knife set from the 1950s.
Perfect.
The handle and everything is that old. All the blades are still new, but Back when
I was
they
about to
had
say, Rusty.
the nice wooden cases to go with everything that's felt lined. It's awesome.
But yeah, the key thing that sells me on it, and that's why you saw me doing the scratches, and I want to show this ain't just visual. You get up there, you physically touch it, it's got texture. That's what sold me on it. It's not that old cheap peeling crap that back in the old day that you could tell right off the bat was fake.
Yeah, definitely send me the link and I'll hold on to it.
Yeah, sure. I'll shoot it to you right now. I think I have it right. Yeah, actually I do. You got it right over here. And you got different colors you can choose from, buddy. So I'm going to DM it to you, okay?
Where'd you get that
She
stuff
is
at?
listening.
He just
She
said he
says in
got
the
it
chat she's
off
listening.
Amazon.
Yeah, Mike in the chat, she says I'm listening, so she heard you.
I know I had it up. Elijah.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen for a
Oh,
second.
yeah, I put it up on the screen, so I know she was listening.
Oh.
But yeah,
Okay, sorry, I was
once we started putting that in, so since wintertime's hit here, and we got our first snow, we are really focused on working on the inside of the house now. And we've been doing so much research on do-it-yourself stuff and finding, those kind of things like peel and stick, something that we can do ourselves that we don't have to hire out labor because, we all know the cost of shit is expensive now. So my wife and I are trying to find everything we can that we can do ourselves. We are freaking researching like hell and hitting up DIY videos just to make sure we know what we're doing.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me show you something in a minute.
But yeah, Mike, those things are very easy to put up. And let me tell you something. You read through it, they are very strong and they are designed for the bathroom. These tiles are actually specifically designed to deal with bathroom conditions.
Well, as I said, it's something I would love to do down there. Spend one of the weekends in them down there. Doesn't look like it would take that long. Maybe like 6 to 8 hours to put up most of it.
I don't know.
Check this out, guys.
Depends on how long it takes you. I mean, they're very easy. My wife says it's very easy. Says the hardest thing is sometimes they're a little hard.
Is that the tripod for your new telescope?
No. This is $17 online. This is not a telescope. This is a stool. It's a little stool.
Is that a sample stool or is that the real thing?
This is actual stool. It holds up to 350 pounds. I got this for $3 at Daiso. $17 online, $3 at a thrift shop.
So what you're saying is I need to buy 2 of them, one for each ass cheek, since I'm almost 300 pounds.
It comes with a shoulder strap too, so I'm like, yeah, cost of living is expensive. I gotta shop around for cheap shit.
What I think is funny is I was trying to make a joke about it being a stool sample.
Oh.
Yeah, what is the old saying? How does it go? Oh God, improvisation and something. I forgot how the term went. Fuck.
Don't ask me.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna remember it later, and it's gonna piss me off because I'm gonna be like, I fucking should know this. But anyway, it's not important. The thing is, we just had to realize we had to really start researching that it's like we're going to have to do a lot on our own if we want to get it done in a reasonable time. Because
this is my telescope. Case and all.
Okay. But make sure. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, that telescope.
Did you hold on, Elijah? Did you actually use it to watch the lunar eclipse? Because I missed it because it was freaking raining that night in San Diego.
It was raining here in the whole entire Bay Area. I wanted to go outside and look. I'm waiting. Like, it's cloudy. I can't see shit. I can't even see the moon. I can't see the glow of the moon. So I was like, okay. I went on the Salty stream. Like, I'm 1 o'clock at night. No chance of me seeing it, and I missed it. So I did watch some videos and pictures of it online the next day. It sucked. I couldn't see shit.
I
But
saw an
hopefully, I'll
article. I
just
don't
mess with
know
the
who.
master of photography next week.
Anybody go see Black Panther?
No.
I'm gonna. I was watching it last night, and it was okay so far. I didn't get all the way through it.
Well, hold on.
I mean, I'm not going to see it in theater. I mean, honestly, like I said, my nearest theater, depending on which way you want to go, is 22 miles away or 35 miles away. And honestly, right now, I've got more important things to do than go watch a movie that I'm not even that interested.
All right. So what you're
Look, I'm
saying?
not.
Hold on. No, I just want to talk to Elihu for a second. You live in that middle area of this city or middle area of the state in San Francisco. It was raining there, and I live near the bottom left corner of the state in San Diego, near the Mexican border, and it was raining there. That means it was raining. What we had storm clouds the entire fucking coast.
Basically, yes. Yeah, San Francisco is not Northern California, people. It's Central California. Get it right.
Yeah, I'd say it's still in the northern half.
Hey,
All
how
right,
long are you going to be streaming for?
okay, guys, help me out here. I never did figure this out in my 7 years in
Hang on.
California.
Hang on a second, Mike. How long are you going to be streaming for?
I don't know, however long.
101 minutes.
It's my one day off, and I got to do laundry today.
Yes, so do I.
I got to work on videos today. I want to go hang out with the kids today, so we'll see what happens.
Anyway, he's been
Right now,
streaming
Okay,
for
because
101 minutes.
I was going to run downstairs to the corner store, do a little pastry sale. Like 10 minutes, I'll be right back. And you can't even see me. Shit. Look at that. I got a white face. Oh my gosh. Damn light. I'll be back in like about 10 minutes then.
All right.
Well, it got so cold here this morning that I walked out in my fleece and turned around, walked back in, got my Wrangler's heavy coat because I was like, okay, time to bring this one out.
Oh, it's so cold here. Here, if you leave your pop in the car, you'll find out why we call it pop here.
Because it exploded.
It was getting close there. You could see the bubbles forming in the bottle, and that if it's a can, it was blowing all over the place.
Oh hell, man! I could put a couple of beers out in the shade right now, and they'd be getting colder than in my freezer.
Well,
but that's okay because I like that light. That's weather I like. I like this. I didn't move back to the Midwest because I hated this shit.
Sorry, I was checking my car's outside thermostat real quick, and apparently, according to my car, it's about 50 degrees outside.
50 degrees? That's fucking t-shirt weather.
Yep.
Where I'm from, it is.
I'm wearing t-shirt and shorts, so... Well, actually, I'm wearing a long sleeve.
Well, thank God for some things.
But I got the sleeves rolled up.
It is 36 degrees right here, right now.
27 right now, but the sun's been up for a while, so got down to like
10
degrees.
Well, we went up. We're getting up. Our best is going to be 39 today. Going to be 24 this evening and 20 overnight. Oof, gonna be cold. I might have to actually close one of the windows.
I just put the storm windows on now because it was snowing yesterday.
Well, it depends. I got two windows in my room that help, flow the air through, but one is right above my head when I'm sleeping. So sometimes I have to close that one and I leave the other one open. Just depends on how it goes at night. But if I get cold, because we don't run the heat in the house much. Honestly, if I get cold though, everybody has their own little space heater because our house is so big, it heats up differently at different parts. So everybody's kind of got their own space heater, but I've kind of got a little bit of an advantage over everybody else because I have this thing called a bed jet, which is basically a bed AC and a bed heater. And I bought this thing because I was having a lot of night sweats, and I decided to buy it to help keep me cool during. And I was looking for something. I was like, I got to find something to help keep me cool at night. And then I finally came across this thing, and it's expensive. It's like $400, but dude, I love this fucking thing. I absolutely love it. It's like an AC unit for your bed or a heater for your bed because it'll do both.
Yeah, I think that's something Mrs. Vile would like. She gets both really hot and really cold in bed, whereas I don't.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a really nice thing. I mean, you just the biggest thing is figuring out where you're going to put it on the bed. That's all. Other than that, because basically all it is basically a unit with a tube that is pushing cold air through what looks like a vacuum tube. So it's either pushing hot air or cold air. You just got to figure out where you're putting it on the bed. And you have the option to buy the sheet that goes with it. I didn't do it because they were wanting to overcharge for that. I thought this unit was already too much. But I like it. I really do. I had one night. It, we got cold. It got a little colder than I would have been comfortable with. So I just cranked it up a little. Hello, love.
Hello. I hope you can hear me because I'm not moving the microphone.
Hey, Yvette.
Hello,
I can hear you.
Hello. Good. I actually bobbed on for, well, I hope you don't mind, Mike, but I want to sing Bird happy birthday.
Oh, by all means.
Only I thought I'd dress up just, well, I know. Bird
Well, here, I'll put you in solo.
That okay, Bird?
Bird, you there?
I am. Thank you so much.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
And many more.
Got my puppy on.
You just wanted him to stare at your chest.
It worked.
That was his birthday present. He complained once on Captain Cirque. He was extremely disappointed I was wearing my Jurassic Park t-shirt and not a lower cut one. I knew that on that. And he thought I didn't hear him. Anyway, how's everyone doing?
I'm okay. I'm just tired. I don't know how long you've been listening.
I've been backwards and forwards because I was doing dinner, then I was sorting Mum out, then I threw this on. So yeah, in and out. Something about a car crash with your daughter.
Yeah, the Vile Child Caddy was in a car crash last week. But my work schedule was 60 hours this week for my day job. So I was working 10 hours a day every day except today.
Oh, yeah.
So
that feeling.
I'm sorry, that's not including drive time, and I had 6 hours of drive time. So an hour of drive time every day as well.
All right. You beat me. I've done 14-hour days 5 out of 6 days. Yeah. And 4 out of 5 days were 14 hours and one was 12 and a half. And I had to get up for a meeting on Saturday morning as well. So.
Well, let's see.
But you beat me.
If you include the lunch hour and drive time, basically
showered?
12 hours.
You actually showered? Wow.
What?
He said shower. I'm like, you actually showered? Wow.
Lunch hour, not shower. Lunch hour.
Sorry, I was just turning on my earplugs when you said that.
When do you go to Hawaii, like?
Apparently next
I
week.
leave Tuesday morning. I leave
Tuesday morning. Nice.
And
a
you bet, I don't know if you
singles
heard,
cruise. Yes, I heard about that. I was cooking dinner when he announced that.
I'm talking about. I might not be able to do a stream next Sunday because work.
Fair enough.
Because unfortunately Walmart is very unfriendly for vendors to come in on to do any work on Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Oh yes, of course. We don't. I didn't even know that was next weekend.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
It's the week before, but because of the way my work schedule's been, if I want to put in 5 hours or 5 days, I might have to work that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Saturday.
Right, because when's Thanksgiving? Sorry to be ignorant.
24th.
I was going to say the 23rd. Yeah, he's right. I think he's right. The 23rd.
Okay, so for us, Thanksgiving is on, I believe, the
Thursday the 23rd. 24th.
No,
sorry,
it's on the last. Okay, so for us, Yvette, Thanksgiving Day changes every year because it's on Easter, the last Thursday of every month.
Fair enough.
It's on the last
so you have like Thursday and Friday off, do you, as a holiday?
24th. I started showing on my phone.
If you're a federal employee, you get both days off. If you're a non-federal employee, you only get the 24th off unless you're a business that works every day of the week.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because
if you're in the retail, the thing is, if you're in the retail business in America, most people are going to get Thanksgiving off, but their ass is going to be back at work Friday for Black Friday.
Yeah, no. Why don't they do it on a Friday? All our holidays are Fridays or Mondays, take around weekends.
I don't know, but it just became so. There's a little bit of history here for Black Friday for us. It's somewhere along the line. I don't remember when they called it Black Friday because that was when like all the stores seemed to get like they weren't in the red in the ledger. They were in the black. They were making profits. And they started to realize a lot of people go Christmas shopping the day after Thanksgiving. So they started they started to figure out the market. That's why Black Friday is always hyped up so much around here.
Yeah, thanks for that. It came over here a few years ago and caused pandemonium in Tesco's and Asda. And I was like,
trust me, that's every
don't
year.
Go out on a Black Friday now at all.
No shit. That's kind of a rule with a lot of people around here.
Yeah, at Target at 5 o'clock in the morning, and the store doesn't open up until 10. Okay? That's just Black Friday around here.
Eli, you're going to go to a Target at 5 o'clock in the morning on Black Friday. Are you looking for a death wish or a trip to the hospital?
No, I'm just saying that's when people start lining up. You should see the line at Best Buy a block away.
Wow.
I mean, not Best Buy. What the hell's the name of that store again?
Hold on. Well, according to almanac.com, it's possible that the reason Thanksgiving is on a Thursday was to distance its event from the Sabbath day among Puritan colonists.
Oh.
George Washington was the first one to decree Thanksgiving as just a regular day of thanks on Thursday, November 26th. But it wasn't set in stone actually until Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
1863, almost a full century later.
Well, if you actually look at a lot of... Oh, sorry, Yvette, but
no,
if you look at a lot...
You go.
I was going to say, Mike, I've looked up a lot of national, federal holidays throughout the years of this homeschooling I've been doing. And you'd be amazed to find how many federal holidays, how they started. And most of them started in states and stuff. They didn't, the momentum to get them to become federal holidays didn't come, right off the bat. It took time. Some of them a long time.
You know why?
I'm not even sure what our
You know why
original
school?
holiday.
Yeah, MVP.
Yep.
Sorry, as an educator, you probably know this one. You know why students get 3 months off a year?
If I remember correctly, because during that time, considering where I live, that's when you plant and harvest.
Exactly. I got a vacation, harvest season. The children needed help on the farms, so no education that time.
Well, actually, there was a lot of
A
education.
lot of people don't know that. Well, yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
do.
Why we get a summer vacation?
Well, it's one of the reasons why we developed daylight savings time here was because of that as well.
For the trains.
Because of the farming.
Trains.
Because, yeah. Well, the farmers, and I mean, the farmers around here are pretty much, well, God, I hope they're done because we had our first snow. But I mean, I grew up around the Midwest. That was kind of something we did know. Because back then, you got to remember, back then, the agricultural was what we were doing the most. Even back then when school became more mainstream and stuff, they still did the 3 months during that time, and it's June, July, and August. And that's when the farming time comes. That's when the planting and everything goes.
Yeah, now we have freaking machines that do all that work. How horrible.
Don't go there and make it sound so easy. Don't even go there. Don't even try to make it sound like it's all automated. I live here.
Oh, I'm making jokes because machines have been doing that for centuries.
Yeah, but there was a human operator behind it.
But Yvette, you yourself should know because wasn't the Luddite movement in England?
Yes, it was a joint decision.
Joint?
The farmers because of the war, the farmers were trying to produce as much as they could. So we got daylight savings because of the war, because they couldn't see to milk the cows or whatever, getting milk to the people because we were rationed on this island. And that's when daylight savings was decided across sort of Europe. And everyone in line. From what I remember, I'd have to look it up. My history is not, but I know the farmers and the war were the instigation behind it. The 1906 women destroying labor-saving machinery is a oh, sorry, right. Well, yes, the Luddite. Yeah. The industrial age was not greeted well here. Because
actually the industrial that's interesting. The industrial age was actually embraced here.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't, NB. No, it wasn't. Not by everybody.
No, by the people that actually
everybody,
were being replaced.
In a lot of my areas, it was embraced. It
NB, to this
what
day,
you
we
mean
have
by which part of the industrial.
NB, to this day, we still have people that complain about automation taking jobs.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that. Hey, I got, as an IT guy, I got something to say to that. Get the fuck over it. I'm sorry. I am that fucking cold-hearted. I am dead straight that cold-hearted. I am sorry that some smart guy came up with a way to make your job obsolete, to make productivity for everybody else better, and to actually help the companies and the way they do it. I'll give you an example. Mike, check this out. My wife told me this. Steak and Shake. I don't know if you're familiar with that restaurant.
I used to work at a Steak and Shake.
Mike, I'm going to have to drop out. I'm sorry.
Hey, Yvette, I got one question before you go.
Yes.
Wait, Yvette, I got one question. How was your Halloween?
Quiet, nice and quiet. It was raining. I dressed up. I was on LDGs. There were no other streams, so yeah. If you didn't see me, well, tough. I've got a picture. Hang on, let me. Before I go, where is it? Let me see. Where's the picture?
I should take a screenshot of that when he was on Bill's as well.
Where's the pictures? Oh God, I can't. You know what? It's on my pissing phone, I think. Still, I haven't transferred it to the mobile.
There's always another time.
Oh no! I had it on Facebook. So, hang on. Let me open Facebook. Yeah, because I put it up.
Why didn't you just tell me that? Why didn't you just tell me that? I'm friends with you on Facebook.
Yeah, but I haven't. I had it up as my profile, and then I took it down. Hang on.
I'm not on Facebook all that much, but if you want to send me a friendship request, I'll accept.
I don't know if I've got any spare, to be honest. I keep hitting 5,000, and then that's maximum. Right, hang on. I'm on PC. I don't know how to
I'll
use
never
Facebook
hit that
on
many
PC.
friends on Facebook.
Yeah, Yvette, I have got like less than 24 friends on my personal Facebook account because I don't really use it.
Well, I use mine, but my primary purpose for using Facebook was different from when I got on Twitter.
Well, I don't use
Actually,
Facebook.
my primary reason for getting on Twitter changed completely after I met all you fuckers.
Here we go. Right. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't even update the store's Facebook page. I'm checking right now to see what the last update or last thing I posted.
I post regularly. I post regularly at times, but mostly I'm there for family because most of my family is on there.
I don't use Facebook much anymore. They keep throwing me in Facebook jail.
Yeah, it looks like the last post I made to the store's Facebook page was May 17th, 2021.
Right, okay, hang on. There's some mobile uploads. Here we are. They've got it. Yeah, here it is. Okay, cool. Right. Now I can share it. Present. Jesus, I hate this. All right, hang on. Okay, so. All right, you may crap yourselves.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Well, you put a lot more effort into it than I did.
Yeah, that I'm impressed.
Thank you. Anyway, there you go. That was me on LDG's stream briefly. Couldn't breathe, but I don't like those latex masks, but they are very effective.
Yvette, I hope you were none too proud about that costume.
She was proud.
She was probably just nunning around.
Hey,
that's none of your business.
I was a little concerned because I didn't want to offend anyone, but you know,
well, are you in the habit?
Oh, fuck offense!
Are you in the habit of doing
Halloween?
that?
Well, my mum has a Bible, but when you open it, there's a flask inside.
My Bible.
We used to buy these things because she liked to carry them around. And she'd get the Bible out at restaurants, and everyone would be like, the waitress would be like, oh my God. And she'd open it up, and like the pages open up into a shape of where the flask lives. And I was going to use it, and I thought maybe I'd be taking it a bit too far, you know. But yeah, no, I know it was great fun. I love dressing up. Well, you all know that. So, but yeah, that's one of my more fun stuff, like the Minion costume I had last year that Flo got from the stage show for me that they actually wore. Yeah. So, yeah, but that because it was a Monday, it's just there was no one, which was fine, you know. Got got to take my bra off early, you know.
I don't know if I showed off pictures of the Vile kids in their costumes, but I'll see about posting them somewhere at some point.
Yeah.
I ate one so far. I'm going to eat the rest of them in just a minute.
Anyway, Mike, I'm going to bow off because Mum wants me. And thank you for having me and letting me sing to Bird. And
I missed the singing. Oh.
Elihu, have a great holiday, honey. And I want to hear naughty stories, especially from the singles cruise. Yeah. naughty stories. And one of my fans has got now blank that.
Elihu, if we don't hear a story about you getting laid, I'm going to be sorely disappointed in you.
Hey, I'm going to Hawaii. The first thing I'm going to do is get laid.
Okay. Right.
LEI, come on, we'll get the flower out. Come on.
And I will see you in the chat for Twilight Zone. My favourite day of the week. All right, guys, you all take care. And Elijah.
Oh, by the way, Yvette, since you're emailing you some pictures of my astrophotography, after it's kind of clear enough to take some. Okay.
Brilliant. Yeah. You got my email. Yeah. And Mike, I'm easy to find on Facebook. It's my name. Just my name.
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
I don't.
I heard you say I'm
easy. I don't know.
I have to go back.
What are you?
Sorry?
You can follow me. It's the same thing. Once you hit 5,000 friends, you can follow people.
Well, just so you know, my personal Facebook name is not anything close to Vilemike.
No, that's why I'm saying if you want to be linked on Facebook, mine's easier. It's just Yvette Duboyle.
I got to figure out. Okay, there we go. I had to figure out how to go away from my business page back to my personal page because if I search like that, it's
Which accounts top right? Hello.
I'm not trying to think. Familiar. I'm ignorant when it comes to Facebook.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just copying my link. I don't know if this is going to work. In the private chat. Oh, I'm not putting it. I'm putting it in the private chat. There you go. Literally at 4.9k. So hang on, what is it actually? I don't know. It doesn't tell me on it. That's I still got a couple of friends. 4.9k. Yeah.
Well, hang on. Before you bet this off, I want to.
I'm not getting off.
Here, and I want to
later.
As soon as it pops up here.
Sorry.
Where is it? Here it is. Hang on.
Oof. Got to turn on the space heater, take a little of the chill off.
Can you share my screen real fast, please?
4979 I've got. So yeah, I've got room for people.
Here you go, Yvette.
Oh, that's cool.
Rare color photo of the dogs taking turn in 1963.
Yeah. Ambush. Yeah.
Yep. Touch I like that. Color photo.
You know what ambush was, don't you? It was with the mechanoids.
Yeah.
I've got two of them. In fact, I took a whole shed load of pictures of some of my collection that I managed to fit in. I'm sure that's on Facebook as well. I showed give me 1 second to just hang on. I'm just gonna ring Mum.
Am I spelling your name wrong? Because it's not showing up when I do a search.
It's in the private chat. Her Facebook page.
Yeah, check the private chat, Mike.
Got a link.
No, I spelled it right. Why the fuck wasn't it showing up?
Click on the link in the private chat.
I'm doing that. I'm saying I don't know why it didn't show up when I did a search.
Oh.
You suck at searching.
Yeah, because did you put the dot between the first and last name or not?
Okay. I don't know. It's that in the private chat is my link. But if you just put Yvette space DeVoyle, you should find me.
All right.
And if you don't mind, I'll share my screen again. Okay. Well, you can request a friend. I've got room still.
It doesn't say. How do I request? It just says following at the top. There's no friend thing.
Is there not anymore? Oh.
I have no idea. I don't know this thing, so.
Neither do I.
Right. Okay. I've got
Facebook. I'm ignorant. That's what I keep saying.
I've been on Facebook in years. Jeez, I can remember my account years ago.
Okay. I've got the pictures. Oh, that first one's crap. There we are. If you want to put them up, I don't know. I can't see now.
Oh, I got something here real quick, Vilemike. Hey, I did share you. If
hold on.
No, you're fine. Let's look at the Daleks and the Cybermen.
The Union Jack.
that look at that. That's a drastic.
Now, Yvette, do you have a masking sign? How does it pronounce the first version of the Cybermen?
Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm sort of going down. This isn't my entire collection now. I've just put them out. So there's some of the figurines, Jack, and yeah. Anyway, right. So this one has
the Weeping Angels.
Yeah, there's
the Impossible Astronauts.
Look, my favorite robot, Dalek Khan. Ooh, the smiley faces. Oh god, those scarecrows. I dressed up as the scarecrow once. Next one, there you go. I have the entire collection of every Cyberman that ever was. Of course.
Oh, there's Bessie.
Yeah, that's the Corgi special edition collection they did. There's K9, Space.
But yeah,
who turned out the lights? Who turned out the lights?
This was
I also collect keyrings. This isn't a very good view. I think the next one, there you go. We've got, of course, the Impala.
Baby!
There's Baby!
We've also got an Aston Martin, of course, and some very nice keyrings. And
why do you have a spark plug?
Because people don't know what a spark plug is now. They're from Vegas. Okay. I got them in Vegas. They're collectibles, Channel 4. They're all collectibles of some sort. Oh, yeah. And I just love food and weird things. That's from Robinson's Jam, which is now you would never see. This is, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's a torch. That's an ET set. There we go. Now that's still in its wrapper. It's the exploration set kit.
Unassembled hobby kit. Wow.
That's also in its wrapper. It's a teleport bracelet from Blake 7. There.
Oh, like a Furby.
Yeah, I've got lots of Furbies and handcuffs and things. Anyway, moving on. Right, this is my army of Cybermen. Cyber leader. Now, you'll see in a minute why I had to get so close to them. That's them.
Oh, wow.
And there's also a Dalek collection that size as well. This is out of focus. There we are. Better. So there's a Dalek collection and a Cyberman collection. They're so tiny, all hand painted. And then we have some of the most classic Daleks ever.
I see Davros.
Suicide Dalek.
Where's Davros?
The Ironside.
Top left.
Yeah, Davros.
Oh, there he
Peter
is.
Capaldi in Davros's next to him. A clone blue Dalek from the Dalek Wars. We got these three here, special weapons, Davros and the white Imperial Daleks from Remembrance. You got the black and white one, which is also from Remembrance. They were the Renegade ones. These are one's from the original show and one's from the film. They look very similar. That thing there is the Victorian girdle one that Kip designed. We've got, of course, all of the collection of the paradigms, including the green one, which they never got around to making, but it was included. That's the scientist, so I got that. And the stone one. And then we got a lot of the classic ones. That is from the movie. That's from the movie. I do have a couple of extra ones. There's the miniature Daleks that are hand painted, same size as the other ones. Tiny ones. Yeah, there you go. Some really detailed pictures there. They are Davros. Do like the blue one.
Let me take a wild guess here, Yvette.
And then
This is the 10% of your dollar collection.
It's only a few of them, but it's sort of one
Yeah,
of
because
these.
you have the world's largest collection in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's the I can't remember what one that was in, but these two I had custom made because there was never a pink Dalek. That's one of the first floating TARDISes. These are holographic lamps. There you go. I've got a picture with them off to show the difference. It doesn't do them justice. There's my giant cube from Hellraiser.
Somebody's been Hellraising a little bit.
I thought it was the Pandora cup for a second.
No,
No, it's the
that's
Hellraiser.
from Hellraiser.
Yeah,
Oh,
I keep all my headphones in that. It's massive. There's some more of my keyrings. You might like these. These are my guns and my knives. My sweetie keyrings and the games, which you can't get hold of anymore. These are all collectors. Hungry Hippo. Look, and each one of them is the actual replica inside, so you can actually build Mousetrap and Live, Perfection Pops, Cluedo with all the bits, Monopoly. Yeah, this company made them all and then disappeared, and I actually got them all, so I was very happy about that.
Hey, look, you even have. Can you go back to that picture real fast? Because you have free internet. Yeah, free internet entertainment right there. The view skew.
Even Twister you can play. It's got dots in it that you can put down on the floor. Yeah. Some of my TARDIS collection. A blow up one. A few more angels and figurines and this Thor's hammer. That's actually a safe. That's a jewelry box. I mean,
that's Slimer.
Yeah. There's my little cuddlies. We got
Hong Kong Fooey.
How do you know Hong Kong Fooey? How do you know Hong Kong?
That's
Hong Kong Fooey, the toughest dog in town. I'm an 80s charm. I know Hong Kong Fooey.
Hang on. I did take some closer pictures. This is an entire collection of the inside of a special TARDIS they did for David Tennant's era with hand-painted figurines again. That's the actual watch that they produced from a family of blood where he's human. Okay. Oh, you may not know these. This is Robot Wars miniatures. I love Robot Wars. There we are. I did some more. Yeah. Are you my mummy?
Oh, God, so
there you go.
Mommy?
Yeah, there's so many of them, and I've got two of them, and then we move on. That's a wooden built one. Someone actually made that for me, and that box. That's the original key that was used briefly in the original series, and that's River Song's wedding ring, and some more there. And we're moving on to something you guys will know. Of course, there's some miniature TARDISes, but of course I've got the Enterprise original. There's a Borg sphere. I think that's
Defiant.
Those behind are mechanoids, which I mentioned earlier. There's Enterprise D, a shuttle, another of the Enterprise. The Pasteur.
Wait a minute.
Pasteur?
Okay, that is
The
the
face
best.
of Bo.
That's cube. That I was going to say that's pewter, I think. We got the face of Bo. Yeah,
Captain Jack, basically.
There's the lift from The Impossible Planet, and David's in there in his costume, the red suit. And then finally, we're on to probably a bit more fandom for you guys. We got Freddy, we got the Terminator playing an actual arcade machine. Yeah, and then there's Pinhead, and that's a plaque from Enterprise. You've all seen my large ball cube. There's a ball on top, data and
all right,
cube.
But if you ever, I doubt you want to, but if you ever want to sell parts of your collection, you know right?
Mike,
this isn't my entire collection. This is just what I fit. These are pewter Star Wars. That's the Liberator from Blake 7. And of course, we got a lot of alien stuff because I'm a huge alien, but that's my favorite model.
Mike, by the way, I hate to tell you this, but if you have ever decided to sell a lot of stuff, I have a feeling a lot of us would get into a bidding war.
No.
Yeah.
I would sell her stuff on consignment, therefore that she would be able to sell it from her location.
Oh yeah, there they are off. So they look completely different, those ones. I think that's it. I think. Oh, there you go.
That's
they're
it?
Great, those. Yeah.
That ain't enough?
No, that's not it. That's not the 10%.
No. That's all I've got on show.
Pictures.
Yeah. That's just what I've got in this room. So
I am very humbled.
Well, no, I'm not showing off. I was just showing you.
Oh, I'm very humbled. It's an amazing collection. No,
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
not
if you
saying
ever want
that as a bad thing. I'm saying that as a compliment.
Well, a lot were bought for me over the years. So, you know.
And Yvette can charge people. And Yvette can charge Whovians because if they want to find out who has the largest collection,
well, I've already in my will. My collection of Daleks is actually going to a toy museum in Blackpool, which has many sci-fi collection, real old collections, and they're over the moon that they're going to get over 3,000 Daleks. So, but as for the rest of it, I have no idea.
Anybody remember this thing? I'm just curious.
What thing?
Well, he'd have to share.
Russell, yeah. The thing, Russell, yeah.
What he's saying is, Grandpa has the clap.
Okay. What the hell's that?
I honestly never understood.
Clap off.
I never understood the appeal of that thing.
Clap on, clap off. A clapper.
Oh, what with lights? I have touch lights or Alexa bulbs. You know.
Wait a minute, they still make touch lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, touch lights. Yeah,
I didn't do touch lights because they were annoying as hell.
I love touch lamps.
Oh, I find it much easier than trying to find a knob to twiddle. Oh God.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean.
Touch lamp. Oh.
Anyway, I've really got to go.
Okay, go ahead.
Go drug your mom. Go drug your mom.
Thanks for indulging me, Mike. I hope everyone likes the collection. It's
wait,
years.
Hold on 1/2 second. Just to let you know, I do have an Aliens thing on the eBay store right now.
I'm still trying. You know what? If the one display thing I am still trying to find, I haven't really looked recently, but I am trying to find a figure from Pumpkinhead. That is like one of my favorite horror movies.
I'm not being funny. Look on the Eagle Moss site. You'd be surprised.
I can't.
Some of the stuff.
I can't. It's back up finally?
Yeah, it's back up. Yeah. Oh, it was. The last time I looked. I knew someone would
because as far as I knew, they went bankrupt, so I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Shut down
The company's bailed them out. right now, their main goal is to finish the Enterprise, which is what Cinnabon's building. You know, the monthly send outs to honour that. And then everything that's still in stock is available. And then they'll be looking at what they'll keep, what they won't keep, what sells, what doesn't sell, you know. So hopefully it will continue. But if you do own any Eagle Moss right now, keep it, because it's original Eagle Moss and it will be worth a fortune in a while. Whereas the new Eagle Moss probably won't, because I'm damn sure they'll change it to save money. So anyway, great to see you all. Elihu, have a great one. Mike, try not to work too hard, but I know you will. Same as me. And Bird, I'll see you later. Grandpa, always good. And Jordan.
All right.
I'll see you backstage, Jordan.
All right. Later.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Later,
Hey, Vile, how long are you going to be streaming? Because I got to go get potatoes here before the store closes pretty soon.
Well, I only got 3 people watching right now, so I'll probably end it in about 2.5 minutes. That way I can get the other stuff done.
Yeah, it's good timing, man, because I was about ready to call it a day myself. I got a few other things I need to do.
I have like 3 sips of coffee.
I got to do laundry.
1 sip of coffee left, so as soon as I finish the cigar, I'm done.
Yeah, I have to do laundry because I have nothing to wear next week, so I gotta wash some clothes.
Yeah, well, I got to get the thing ready for the time machine tonight.
All right. Well, if you want to post the link, if you got it set up, because I didn't set up this stream until like 20 minutes before I started, so.
Yeah, I usually get a notification.
Well, the nice thing about having a scheduled stream is everybody knows what time it goes live. So unless they already got plans for the day other than that, they should know what time it starts.
All right.
I got to get to it here.
Anything else you guys want to plug before we let everything go?
Real Review 3000. We can wrap up today at 2 p.m. Pacific. Name that tune, 8 p.m. Pacific. Watch me coming loose tonight. Next week I'll be doing some master photography, weather permitting, and hopefully weather is permitting. So follow me on Twitter, and you guys can look at some cool little pictures.
Well, Bird, you want to plug anything since you're still here?
Sure, I'd like to plug Dr. Oz for Senate.
He lost.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'll be nice because today is quote unquote National Kindness Day. I'll be nice.
National Kindness Day on my birthday?
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
That means you got to be nice, Bird.
I guess I'm too late.
Oh, well, and I will.
Oh, well.
Either sometime today or sometime tomorrow, I will try to get the second episode of the Vile D&D out. So go watch the first one. So, all right.
There's the link to there's the link to the time machine. Here, that's a link to my nudes collection. So either one. I'm kidding.
I read the time machine is a nude collection, dude.
All right. Well, in that case, even though it's jumped to 8 people watching, I'm still going to say later, folks. We'll see you next week.
Bye, weirdos.
Hopefully, we'll see you next week. We'll see.
God bless.
I won't.